With this method today, we'll be using a free website called Canva. Some of the examples I go through today have people making over $200,000 from a very simple idea that can be done and set up by absolutely anyone. Like I said, we'll be using Canva for this method. If you've never heard of this website before, then it's a software that can be used to create really good social media posts, presentations, videos, logos, and much more. It is a huge graphic design tool that can be used by many people, but not many people use it to its full potential. This is where we'll be coming in today and making use of some of their done for you templates to start making some money online. We're either going to want to sign up in the top right hand corner, or if you've already signed up, just keep it open so then you have your account open. And then before we get into the editing process, I want you to search on Google for Google Ads Keyword Planner. This again is a free tool that can be used to find out search volumes of a certain keyword, which is going to come in handy today with what we're going to be doing. Now, don't worry, we aren't going to be spending any money on Google Ads at all. All we're going to be using is the free tool they give you to find the keywords, how much they're being searched, so we can select the right product that is the most popular as of this video to make sure it's profitable. So now, if we look into Canva quickly and go into social media, you'll see all the templates that come up. For example, you have Instagram Reels, you have YouTube thumbnails, you have Instagram stories, you have Facebook posts, Instagram posts. You kind of get the idea with that. So then let's use one of these now to find the search volumes over on the keyword tool. We come back onto the keyword planner and go into discover new keywords. You may have to create a Google Ads account first, but it shouldn't take too long. I will show you in a second another little quick way that you can do if you don't want to go through Google Ads. Now here, all we have to do is then search for Instagram template and make sure you have it on all locations, then press get results. So now we've searched for that keyword, you can see that it's telling us that it averages around 10 to 100,000 searches each and every month, which for this search term is quite high for what we're trying to do anyway. This is obviously highly targeted people searching to buy or make their own templates. So this is where you could then jump on and then start making money with that exact keyword. Let's quickly just try another example as well. So say we say YouTube templates instead, and then search for that. The search then says it's quite similar to Instagram templates, but if you look a bit further down, this one here is a YouTube banner template. This is a lot higher. It's got 100,000 to 1 million searches each month. So this tool here is just kind of an indicator. So use it as a guide to help you find something to sell rather than using the example I'm going to be showing you today. Unless you want to just do that anyway, it's up to you. And like I said, I'm just going to show you another quick tool that you can use to kind of find something that would work. This one is more of finding the history of searches and also what the future could look like for these searches as well. So if you go over to Google Trends, so let's just use the two examples we had earlier. Like I said, this isn't going to be exactly the same as the one before giving you a metric. It's going to be more about an indicator of whether it could be good to get into, as you might know what it's going to look like in the future as you can see what it's been doing in the past. So if we search for Instagram templates, it seems to have had quite a big jump around 2 years ago. And then the rest is generally quite average on the interest of the rest of it. So this could be something you might want to get into. Then if we change the search to YouTube templates, like seen in the tool before, this has a higher interest than the Instagram. But it may not mean it's a good thing to get into. It just may mean that it's harder to get into as there's a lot more competition in that area. So these are all just examples and ideas for you to try. So use these tools if you want before you do this method. Then once you have picked the right template, we can then move on to what we're actually going to be doing with this method to start making some money. So for this tutorial, however, we are going to be using Instagram templates as our example. If you come back to Canva now and then press create design once you've obviously signed into your account, then as we're using Instagram, press Instagram posts. This is then going to take us into the editing area. So this is where we're going to then be making all of our money, not by making these posts for ourselves on our own Instagrams, but by using these templates on the left and then selling them on. Like I said at the beginning as well, some of these sellers have made hundreds of thousands of dollars by only using these simple Canva templates, which seems completely insane. So as you can see, these templates can be completely edited to however you want. You can change the text, you can change the post, you can change the images, you can change absolutely everything about them. This is then going to be useful for how we're going to be making money with them. But this is where the next website comes in, where people are making the money. It's a website I'm sure you're familiar with already. It's called Etsy. Now, don't worry, they don't just sell jewelry and homemade things. They actually are a website that can be used to sell online products like social media templates. Exactly what we've just been trying to make over on Canva. So something that costs you absolutely nothing other than a small amount of time of you sitting at home on your computer, you can then sell for a decent amount over on Etsy. So let me show you some examples. You go to the search bar at the top and then search for Instagram templates. These here are then all of the products that we can then make back over on Canva, which I'll show you exactly how to do that in a second. But for now, let's have a look at some of these quickly and then see how some of them are doing it. This one I found before has 1,000 reviews and is all about wellness of social media posts. They also have 22,000 sales, which is absolutely huge. Now they're selling this for quite small, which is only £8.69, but the seller has it at £25.99. But Etsy have the right to bring this down, which they have, as the seller is a bestseller. Sometimes if they think it will bring more sales to the seller, they'll do this as well, as it makes Etsy and the seller more money in the process. If we do the math quickly on this one seller here, so say they have 22,312 sales, and then say they all sold at the complete minimum of £8 or £8.69, which is highly unlikely as well, as they'll probably then sold some of them at a higher price. This is then going to give them £193,000 without Etsy's fees as well, obviously. But this number is actually probably quite small compared to the amount they've actually made. And it's amazing, as this is all something you can do by simply making it for free, and it's extremely quick to do so, all from your home computer. Now, this may seem completely saturated already with a seller having that many sales already, so this is what you do in that situation. We now do a bit of a deeper search into our keyword. So if we add something like food, now we have a completely new search which is more refined, with people having less sales. So this one on the first page only has 17 reviews. So this is how you can tap into smaller specific niches of some of the keywords and then start making money on there first. But now if we come back into Canva and we do the same thing with refining the templates here, so then we add food as the keyword. Now we have loads of different templates that for that keyword to then be created and change the design of accordingly. So say we want this one here, then now what we can do here is change the designs of these templates for us to then sell on. To start, let me show you where we can get some free images that can be used in every different design. So this image here, we can change that out. If we go to a website called Pexels, there are other websites similar to this that you can use as well. So if you don't find some images on here that you like, just search Google for royalty-free images and then use some of the similar websites instead. Now on this website, let's search for some images that we could use back over on Canva. If we add in food, these are all high quality images that are free to use. These can all be then added in and change the design of our template, making these Instagram packs which we can then sell on. All you have to do is then go over image you like, press this button here, and it will download to your files. You can then add that into Canva. Back on Canva again, you're going to want to fill up your templates with all these different designs while changing the images and the text on them. You can also change the colors and the fonts of them as well, which I'll show you in a second. So once you've made all your selected templates, you want to come up to this button that says share and then press download, and that will then save it to your files. You're going to want to have a folder that has all of these Instagram posts in them, and then that's what you're going to be selling. So to change the colors, if you come down to more and then press styles, you can see you have multiple colors, designs, different fonts that you can then use, which change the post. So each of these different ones could then be 10 to 20 more styles of the same post added into your pack. This would then give you a larger pack than other sellers, making you have more chance of selling more and then making even more money. So let's say you've then just done your pack now, you've created your 30, 50, 100 or however many posts you choose. You now want to come back onto Etsy, create your account, and then also create your listing. The best thing to do here is go into other people's posts, see there how they've designed their post. They've given some examples of what they look like, giving it the right title as well to make people more likely to buy. You may have to start with a smaller price like this one here to bring more people in so you can start making money and also getting reviews. Then like the seller who almost made 200 grand, bring your price up to £25 so you can then benefit even more. This is also a method you'll almost never run out of ideas for. Not only do you have all the different social media banners, headers, posts, and even more to choose from, you can then go even deeper into some of these subcategories like food, sport, comedy, film, etc. There are so many, it's almost impossible for you to not make money with this method if you put in the work beforehand with all these different posts. If I were to start this method today, the one thing I would suggest is have a variety of templates and have them in large niches, and also have a variety in very small niches. This may seem pointless, but like we saw on Google Trends with Instagram templates, this had a huge increase over that period 2 years ago. So say this was a smaller niche here and you were working in it here and you made all your templates and you started to get a couple sales, nothing major, but then suddenly you were one of the top ones in this niche, which is a very small niche, and then you were there when it got up to here. This is where you could have then made thousands and thousands, even though you started in a very small niche. So this is why it's important to have a variety of templates in every different niche you can. If you have enjoyed this video and found some value in it, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future content for making money online.